as we look at organizations today, they really kind of fit the gamut from immature to highly mature in terms of their journey. And so when we drill into it, there clearly seems to be some challenges in aligning app strategy and mobile strategy. So what are you seeing there in terms of best practices about how people are tackling that?
I think every organization is different in terms of how they embrace mobility, but I do believe there are certain best practices that span organizations. The first is we've talked about IT and the business units aligning for a lot of years, but I think mobile actually drives that. So people that are successful in mobile are actually working directly with the business units to figure out what workflows they want to mobile enable. They're actually going out and living a day in the life. So that's the first thing we see. The second thing I see is they don't try to boil the ocean. They basically start with these quick hits so they can demonstrate value and get more budget. And then the third thing is basically prioritizing the wealth of apps that they could be developing based on business value. Because once you get one or two apps out, next thing you know, it's a list of 250, 300 apps they want. So you have to be able to grapple that. Are you seeing the same thing in your client base?
Yes, we very much are. I think that the balanced portfolio approach has really been the key. And we see many times now our IT sponsors are directly working with the business on very specific mobilizing workflows, certain tasks, certain key roles. Sales is a great place to look. Field force workers is a great place to look. True. The executive team, right, are good places. And generally they come together with this balance of build what's strategically new and valuable to your business and buy commercial ISV applications for the rest. Right, so you can focus those precious resources.
Yeah, it's interesting. When I talk to my client base, I say there's three ways to look at how you're going to mobile enable your apps and services. The first is build based on what's strategic and creates a competitive advantage. The second is work with your existing ISVs to figure out if they already have a mobile enabled version so you don't have to build that. And then the third is to look at what SaaS applications might be available that could fill that need, that mobile enable and get you a new set of functionality.